Okay, we are back live. Sorry for any technical difficulties. This New England Patriot drive will, in fact, continue. They still have not passed since Mac Jones hit Jonnu Smith late in the first quarter. He's 1 for 1. It's been run the football tonight for New England on Monday Night Football at Buffalo right now, towards the tail end of the third quarter, up 11-10. The tone difficulty, of course, YouTube once again just deciding to go haywire on me and shut off for some unknown reason. So, stream back up and running, but this is now going to be technically part 2. Hence the title being NFL Monday Night Football, Patriots Bills with WWE Monday Night Raw, live watch along reactions, audio only 1 now. But there's a big 22-yard run by Damian Harris to begin this drive. Since then, a few more runs. They just went for it on 4th and 1. They get it, but the Bills have since challenged. The rolling on the field is a first down. Of course, going to have to find undisputed evidence to overturn the rolling on the field. And with a spot ball challenge, you very rarely win these. But we'll take a look at it, see what they decide when we return on the challenge. But thank you for tuning in and listening. As always, I'm your host, Encyclopedia Sports, Cohen Luke 96. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe on social media. Links in the description below. Hit the thumbs up button. Share, hashtag NFL, hashtag WWE Raw. So having a technical difficulty watching that earlier as well, so we've been just keeping track on social media what's going on as they continue their trek to WWE Day 1. Chat questions and comments, super chats, super stickers, always greatly appreciated as well. So yeah, unfortunately, once again, here we go with some technical difficulties. YouTube, I don't know why it does this, but I mean, it is what it is. There's nothing really I can do about it. Just decided to go out and didn't want to, because sometimes it does allow me to pick back up right where it left off at and continue the stream, and sometimes it doesn't. And tonight it didn't. Unfortunately, of course, yeah, here we go. After starting a second, I mean, hell, I know there's a stream, and there's been numerous streams in the past. You know, there's different parts to it, and, you know, each video's, I mean, that first one now is going to be a little over 2 hours or so. I'd say probably about 220. And then now this one will probably, and hopefully it'll just be the last part to it. And I'll edit what I need to edit afterwards with a thumbnail and tags. I believe I put the description in this video, if I'm not mistaken. So scroll down and check out social media. But this should be, if we, of course, get to the end, you know, all clear, signs pointing ahead, hopefully, you know, hour and a half, maybe at the max. But just another video, of course, you'll have to watch on demand if you're just now tuning in. But thank you for tuning in and listening. Play stands is called, so Buffalo's going to lose the challenge. They'll have 1 remaining. They'll lose the timeout here, 2:29 to play in the third quarter as well. So have 2 timeouts remaining as well, but it'll be 1st and 10, New England up 1, 11-10, and really, you know, this could potentially, if they score a touchdown here, even a touchdown lead, might put this game out of reach, because Buffalo is going to need a touchdown and a 2-point to tie it, when the difference right now is a 2-point successful conversion by the Pats earlier to go up 8-0 to begin the game. And once again, they've only passed it once tonight. So have the Patriots. Mac Jones is 1 for 1 for 12 yards passing, a completion of Jonnu Smith. That was late in the first quarter. We're almost at the end of the third quarter, and 200-plus yards rushing later, they have a 1st and 10 from the 32 with the failed challenge by the Bills, and they're going to hand off once again up the middle. So 2nd and 10, no gain on the play. But, once again, sorry for technical difficulty. I don't know why it did that or continues to do that, but as mentioned before, the last time it did it, I guess I'm due because it hasn't really done it lately. I guess it's now once a month and a half, every 2 months maybe it'll just out of the blue shit the bed and not want to work for some reason. It is what it is. It's technology. It's good, but it also sucks when it needs to be good. So out of my hands, nothing really I can do about it other than just continue to do what I know what to do and just keep trucking and start back up, and here we go again. So another run by New England, and Stevenson gets another Patriot first down. Ball at the 21, 1st and 10. Minute 15 to play in the third quarter. Out of the eye, they hand off once again. And Stevenson inside the red zone down to the 16-yard line. 2nd down and 7 for the New England Patriots. Mac Jones 1 for 1, 12 yards rushing. Damian Harris 10 for 111 yards rushing and a touchdown. Bolden 3 for 25. But Stevenson, he's also now nearing 100 yards rushing. New England with 1 pass for 12 yards and then 2 100-yard rushers and a win potentially on Monday night. I'll take it, yeah. Stevenson on another run. 1st and goal at the 10 for the New England Patriots, and that should do it for the third quarter. They don't have to snap it again if they don't want to. Let the clock wind. 20 seconds and counting. Take us to the end of the third quarter and then get into the fourth and final 15 and score a touchdown here, like I said. Go up 8. I mean, they held on to a 4-point lead there for a while. Buffalo just cut it with a field goal before this Patriot drive right now. And now they're knocking on the door and still have not thrown since the first quarter. Run, run, run. 11-10 New England at the end of the third quarter. Mac Jones 1 for 1 for 12 yards passing. Josh Allen 8 of 17 for 76 yards passing and a touchdown. Damian Harris has 10 carries for 111 yards rushing in the score. Stevenson 19 carries, 84 yards rushing. And Bolden 3 for 25 as mentioned. As mentioned earlier, of course, in the previous stream now, you can go listen to what I said then as we recapped the NFL Week 13 here, preview next week as well already. But I said at the start, with, of course, the wind playing a factor with the weather, not snowing as bad as it was pregame by any means. And the wind sort of died down, but it's still windy. Whoever has a better running game and does not turn the football over, turnover split 1 apiece, both teams capitalized, will win this game. New England has a better running game right now, no doubt about it. 233 as a team compared to 50 yards rushing. With Buffalo, Josh Allen 4 for 13, Zach Moss 6 of 18, and Devin Singletary 7 carries, 16 yards rushing. So, unless Mac Jones decides to start airing out and throw this game, New England's just continue to run the ball because Buffalo can't stop them. They're going to win. And the difference, once again, because if they don't go for 2 and they kick it, we're tied at 10 if everything else goes the way it has. And then if they score here, okay, go up 17-10, all Buffalo need would be a touchdown, extra point, tied again. And then we're, back tied up and back and forth in this fourth quarter. But at 11-10, with a successful 2-point attempt earlier by the Pats to go up 8-0 to begin the game, into the wind, rather than kicking it, go for 2, they get it. Only thrown 1 pass tonight, 1 for 1, 12 yards passing from Mac Jones. 38 carries as a team, 233 yards rushing as well, nearing 200 rushers as well. That's big for something. But 11-10 at the end of the third, beginning of the fourth quarter here. Patriots on top. New England scores. Difference still going to be the 2-point that they had from earlier. Buffalo would have to score a touchdown and go for 2 to tie the game. So this game might come down to the wire with another 2-point attempt on the final play, just like Baltimore and Pittsburgh yesterday. But we'll see what it gives. As always, I'm sure something will. But to begin the fourth and final quarter of play here tonight on Monday Night Football, New England with a 1st and 10. They're going to hand off again. And Stevenson's going to be brought down the backfield. Tackle for loss back at the 15. Be 2nd and long. But New England, hey, run the ball, play good defense, rely on your special teams. That's Patriot football. That's Patriot way. Don't do anything stupid. No stupid penalties, no turnovers. Their turnover was because they didn't get the hell out of the way on a punt return, and it touched one of the guys. Buffalo has a fumble. Both teams capitalized and scored touchdowns off the turnovers, so they're even there. And the difference is one, another run, and then brought down at the 20. Now maybe do you want to throw? I mean, probably not, but you got the wind to your back. So run it again, settle for a field goal. You go up 4 again, 14-10. And you held on to a 4-point lead at 11-7 for quite a while earlier. And then that's when, just a little bit ago, sort of right after I said that, when it decided to cut out. And then I had to start this one. But 3rd and 18 now for the Pats from the 19. And they're going to hand off again. And Brandon Bolden gets the 16. It'll be 4th down, and they'll attempt a field goal. And Nick Folk's already good from 1 tonight, as is Tyler Bass. So this is a field goal attempt from about, if I can do math, 33, maybe 34 yards. And another jinx. He's made 51 consecutive field goals in a row inside of 50 yards. This from 34. Kicks up and good. With the wind, it was all over the place, but it still went through the uprights. And now we're back to a normal football score of 14-10 with about 13 minutes to play. So 14-10 New England on top of the Buffalo Bills, officially with 13:01 to play here tonight on Monday Night Football. So once again, thank you for tuning in and listening. As always, I'm your host, Encyclopedia Sports, Cool Hand Luke 96. Sorry for any technical difficulties earlier. This is now part 2 of tonight's Monday Night stream with Monday Night Football and Monday Night Raw, respectively. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe on social media. Links in the description below. Thumbs up button. Share hashtag NFL, hashtag WWE Raw, hashtag Patriots, hashtag Bills, hashtag NE for New England versus BUF for Buffalo. Chat questions, comments, super chat, super stickers. Always get appreciated as well. We'll update final stats and scores once this game, of course, does in fact go final. And then we'll update what has happened since last time we checked in on WWE Monday Night Raw. As they continue to build Veer Mahan coming to Raw. Hell, they've had Nikki Cross as almost a superhero now for, 5-6 months? Well, Veer's eventually going to come to Raw. I just don't know when. So Miz TV was rated R with Edge. Challenge accepted. They're going to face off at day 1 on January the 1st. Okay. And then the RK Bro tournament continued. So the winners from both semis tonight will meet at some point in time in the future. And the winner of that match will take on RK Bro for the Raw Tag Team Championships. It looks like at day 1 as well. Finn Balor in action. Doesn't look like they're going to add him into the WWE Championship match now, unfortunately, and make it a fatal 4-way, even though they should. Looks like he took on Dominic Dijak, T-Bar. And then Austin Theory came out and attacked afterwards. And then we'll have the main event, looks like, coming up next with Becky Lynch defending her Raw Women's Championship against Liv Morgan. New England on to kick off, up 14-10. The field goal Buffalo had earlier the second half. First points New England's given up in a second half in over 3 games. But the Patriots still lead by 14-10. But the Bills are getting the ball back. Here, officially now 12:54 to play in the game. Down 14-10. New England on Monday Night Football. So Buffalo's going to need a touchdown to win this game. At least take the lead and hold on to it. New England defense going to have to hold down the fort. I mean, if they settle for a field goal, okay. Still got time, and the timeout being burned because of a failed challenge, we'll see if that comes back to hurt him as well. But complete near side from Josh Allen to Dawson Knox, and he's going to get about 7, maybe 8 yards. Second down and short, but yeah, sorry for any technical difficulties from earlier. Out of my control. Is that a heater in the booth? Oh my. So I don't even know what the last thing I said was to end that earlier stream, but here we are back up and running, and thank you for tuning in and listening. But second down, and they run it for about a yard or so up the middle. Third and short now for the Buffalo Bills. 12 minutes and counting to play. Down by 4, need a touchdown to take over.
It's a big third down here, and obviously we haven't seen Josh Allen use his legs a ton. And we know he's one of the most successful quarterbacks and quarterback sneaks in the NFL.
And Josh Allen going to play action, complete to Stephon Diggs for the first time tonight. He gets to the 45-yard line for a 10-plus yard gain. And a little bit of a tangled tackle. They get tangled up late. They separate. First and 10, Buffalo in Patriot territory. And, you know, Josh Allen throwing the ball, come back and beat him. That might be what hurts New England only throwing it once then with Mac Jones. But to that point in time in the game until now, running the ball extremely well, they didn't need to pass, and they have a lead, so why would you throw? But maybe he'll have to do something late. Almost picked off. Ball intended for Emmanuel Sanders, the former Steeler, Bronco, 49er, and Saint, now Bill. And hit him in the hands, deflected, and almost picked off, incomplete. So Buffalo lucks out. It'll be second down and 10.
Listen, kid, we're going to need you to make some plays. It's not just going to be in the run game, but we're going to need you to throw it. If it's into the wind, it's into the wind. You got a big arm. Let's go rip it.
So from the 44, Allen looking to throw. He's going to step up and run. And he's going to get a big first down inside the 30, down at the 23. Rather than throwing, Josh Allen runs, and a big first down for the Buffalo Bills. We'll see if they can circle the wagons and come from behind and win on Monday Night Football. Yeah, nobody open, just tuck it and run. You have some blockers. They get the first down. 10-20 and counting to play. I mean, if Buffalo scores here, takes the lead, the crowd's going to really be into it. And they're going to stop the run and make Mac Jones throw, and we'll see if he can or not. If he can come back and win, okay, so be it. If not, well, they're lost, and the Bills are going to hold on to win. Under 10 to play. They get 3 yards on that run, second down and 7 from the 20.
Josh had no intentions of throwing that ball either. He's a had to go and run it. And that's the kind of thing we talked about in the open that may be the most important kind of plays he makes tonight. So far, that's one of the more explosive plays that they've had. I'm sure it's not going to be the last, maybe not even on this drive.
So from the 20, second down and 7 officially. And Allen once again looking to throw. Near side has a man. That is Zach Moss. And he's going to get a Buffalo Bill first down. Late penalty flag for a late hit. Should be half the distance on an automatic first down rather than a 15-yard penalty, but it will be 1st and 10 Bills. Knocking on the door now inside the red zone, looking to take their first lead of the night with 9:18 to play. This game is starting to heat up. Personal foul, horse collar tackle. Half the distance, automatic first down. Yeah, that's probably a good call. Of course, just depends on who you ask, but that's probably a good call. So, 1st and goal from the 10. Or, excuse me, from the 6-yard line. As the foul occurred at the 12. Out of the pistol, they're going to run it. Zach Moss going to shift his way for about a yard. 2nd and goal now from the 5.5, 6-yard line. Really nowhere for him to go. No gain on the play, basically. 2nd and goal.
You're not going to be able to just run it between the tackles, I don't believe, to get this into the end zone. Gottschall and Christian Barber are too stout. In last year's game, Ryan Dayball decided to attack the perimeter. They had a tap pass one time. They had a shuttle pass another. They ran Josh Allen to the outside. So for them to get this ball in.
That's how windy it is. The ball is literally laying on the ground. Buffalo's going to call a timeout. The ball just moved by itself. That's how windy it is. With both offense and defenses in the huddle. The ball was sitting there at the 6-yard line, and you saw it move. Buffalo knocking on the door. We'll see if the split screen commercial once we return from the timeout. Buffalo going to have 1 remaining. New England with 3 up 4, 14, 10, 18 to play. Punch it in or have to settle for 3. 2nd and goal. From the 6-yard line. Allen under center. He'll fake the give. He's looking to throw. And he's going to go down on the sack back of the 15. They didn't blow it dead at first. He got back up, but he was down initially. But now big sack. 3rd and goal. This game might be over by 11 o'clock. And this stream might not even be an hour and a half as originally thought. Of course, part 2 for tonight's stream. But 3rd and goal now for Buffalo from the 15-yard line. Somebody jumped. Whether it was a false start or outside, I don't know. Down the middle in the end zone, incomplete. Time for Dawson Knox, incomplete. 4th down and goal, and they're going to settle for 3. You got to kick it. You got to kick it because if you can get a stop, get the ball back, field goal would win it then for you. Yeah, there should have been a flag. And, well, maybe not at that. They did jump, but they didn't jump off sides. And then they snapped it, so no false start either. That's a good no call. So 4th and goal, they're going to kick it. Good decision, good call. Thing is, this kick's going into the wind. And we saw punts earlier into the wind that were all over the place. And look at the upright, swaying back and forth. This is an extra point, but it's a field goal from 33 yards out to cut it once again to a 1-point deficit for the Bills. Trail the Pats on Monday Night Football. Kicks up and no good. Wide right because of the wind. The wind, a major factor tonight on Monday night, as thought at the start. And a simple extra point, 33-yard field goal. No good. New England going to hold on to their 4-point, 14-10 lead right now. 14-10, Pats are going to get the ball back and continue to run this football. Buffalo can only stop it once with a timeout, along with a 2-minute warning as well. So this final 7:24, New England going to do what they do best, 24/7, and play Patriot football, and hope to hold on to this Monday night win on the road against the Buffalo Bills and take, even though they're already in first place in the division, sole control of the AFC East. And then they'll still play the day after Christmas as well. So, still a lot of football to be played tonight and over the next month before the playoffs begin. But Mac Jones, he's not going to throw this, not unless he has to, remaining part of the game. Maybe a big third down, they catch him off guard, and they throw it deep. I mean, I don't want to be shocked, but they're running the ball so well. Why fix what ain't broken? Keep running the ball. And you're playing good defense. You get off the field again with a missed field goal by the Bills. So, yeah, all New England's going to do is run this ball. They're going to run the clock, and they're going to win. And if they don't win, they somehow blow it, and Buffalo comes back and wins, okay, credit to the Buffalo Bills. But I'd be shocked right now if the Patriots don't hold on to win this game. And then that might be a record. I don't know. We'll have to check. In a win at the NFL level during the regular season, and or if not the playoffs as well. The fewest completions and attempts in a game for a starting quarterback. And he's 1 for 1 for 12 yards passing. It was a simple tight end post for a first down. Late first quarter. We have 7 minutes and 24 seconds to play in the fourth in this game in general tonight. And Mac Jones is still 1 for 1 for 12 yards. So, Patriot football, 1st and 10. From the 23, Mac Jones under center. They're just going to run this ball. See if Buffalo can stop him. Handoff. Stevenson nowhere for him to go. 2-yard loss. 2nd down. He's going to have to throw, but they probably won't. Okay, fewest pass attempts in a win. Mac Jones tonight is 1 for 1. The Bills did it only... They've done it actually twice in history, back in 73 and 74. But it's the other 4 occasions, all less than 5. So 2nd down, Mac Jones is going to roll out near side. He throws. And it's going to be caught? No. Dropped incomplete, intended for Nelson Aguilar. So he's now 1 for 2. They throw for the first time since late first quarter. He should have just tucked it and ran. Big third down here for Buffalo on defense. They can get off the field, get the ball back, drive and score, win this game, okay. Yeah, New England's going to have to throw here again on 3rd and 11. Now, unless they really believe in their defense, or if they can break another run maybe. We'll see. But from the 22, 3rd and 11. Following the incompletion. Out of the gun, Jones looking to throw. Only for the 3rd time tonight. They run a screen. And Bolden's going to get to the 29, but short of the line of gain. 4th down. New England's going to punt. So Buffalo's going to get the ball back. 1 timeout. Under 6 minutes to play once the punt occurs. Down 4. Touchdown wins it for the Bills. And if they would have had that field goal from earlier, which they attempted but they missed, they don't need a field goal on this drive now if they can work the clock and, of course, find a way to get in field goal range and win the game that way. But now a touchdown is going to have to win it. Now they can, because they reset the play clock, they can really take this down under 6 minutes before they have to snap it. Why snap it there? Just let them Drain the clock. Big booming punt, but it's going to roll into the end zone. Touchback. 1st and 10 Buffalo from the 20-yard line. 5:47 to play. Buffalo down 4 with 1 timeout plus 2-minute warning. Touchdown wins it. They preview next Monday night. Rams Cardinals. We'll have live watch along reactions live here on YouTube. Then be sure to tune back in. Big Monday Night Football, Monday Night Raw, as the main event is underway with Becky Lynch and Liv Morgan for the Raw Women's Championship as well. So, see what happens there. But 1st and 10 Buffalo. Game coming down to the wire. Keep in mind, turnovers only 1 apiece. Both have capitalized. Maybe a defensive score for New England to seal it. See if Buffalo can drive and win it. And a big 4th down, potentially. Buffalo's probably going to have to go for it, I would think, regardless of where they're out in the field. Because they probably won't get the ball back because they only have 1 timeout and 2-minute warning. Allen going to air it out. Deep ball near side. Diggs catches it. Was he in bounds, though? They say catch. Out around midfield. 1st and 10 at the 46. Going to have both feet in. I don't know if he did or not. Nice back shoulder near side of Diggs. And, okay, here's a better look. That's a catch. Nice catch by Stephon Diggs. It's only 2nd catch of the night. They'll have a 1st and 10 at the 46. They're going to go. Now you want to work the clock a little bit, though. You got some breathing room. Because you don't want to give New England the ball back with 3 timeouts and 2-minute warning to try to drive and tie it up with a field goal or win the game on a touchdown. Zach Moss on the screen near side gets to the 50, out of bounds as well. Clock stops. Gain of about 4, maybe 5. 2nd down and medium. 2nd and 5 officially after a 5-yard gain.
And allowing Buffalo to get their perimeter players, which are very good from a skill perspective, one-on-ones. I don't know if that's something
4 to play.
Very good playing zone coverage. Josh Allen struggled a little bit against zone coverage. That's the first time they're really playing.
About a 25-second differential between the game clock and play clock. Moss going to motion back into the backfield. Under center. Drop by Allen. Finds Knox at a 1st down. 1st and 10 Buffalo. They won't have to snap this until under 4 minutes to play. Work the clock. Credit to the Bills if they can, drive and score here and win the game. And it's going to come back to, regardless of everything that's happened already, New England not being able to throw the ball late when they needed to. Normally it's the other way around with the running game. But credit to the Bill defense then. Getting the ball back for their offense and then Allen driving the offense down and scoring. Josh Allen near side on a wheel route overthrows Zach Moss out of bounds, incomplete. Be 2nd down and 10 with 3:45 to play. Buffalo stood on 4. 14-10, New England leads it. Buffalo with 1 timeout. 2-minute warning to come in a minute 45. See what Brian Dable draws up here. Run it. Be safe running it. Throw on 3rd down. Or if you want to, throw here 2nd and 10, get a 3rd and short, run it then. All right. And they hand off. Big run. Big 1st down run inside the 30 down to the 24 goes Zach Moss. As New England's defense just got mossed on that big run. Setting up shot for Buffalo to potentially win this game with a touchdown. And still 3 timeouts for New England. I mean, if Buffalo scores quick here, you get the ball back, those timeouts, 2-minute warning potentially, you're going to have to throw. No doubt about it. Because as much as you've run successfully, they've started to stop it, and now you can't pass. Injured Patriot, that's Matthew Judon, former Raven. But Buffalo's going to have a 1st and 10 with 3:23 to play, but, we're going to have a wild finish regardless of who wins this game. Balance. And that's what's going to win Buffalo this game if they do win. Allen able to throw better than Mac Jones tonight, but New England has only thrown it 3 times, and he's 2 for 3 now for 19 yards because they ran that screen, but didn't get the 1st down and had to punt. And then a few big passes and runs by the Bills as of late, and winner's going to take over the AFC East, and then they'll meet the day after Christmas, and then really whoever wins that, with Miami knocking on the door right behind them though, winning 5 in a row, I think, honestly, feel safe to say whoever wins tonight, and then even if they split, but then depending on what else happens, okay, whoever wins tonight, definitely if they sweep, whoever wins tonight and then in a couple weeks, for sure going to win the division. And then the other is going to be in the wild card, maybe in the outside looking in. But there's still a lot of football to be played, so, one thing at a time is why the game's played side on paper, side on the field. 1st and 10, Buffalo. 1st and 10, Buffalo. Bills from the 25-yard line. Dawson Knox going to be in motion. Trips top of your screen. And Allen complete to Sanders at the 20. 2nd down and 5. Under 3 to play. Under 3 minutes to play. Work the clock. You do not need to snap this until about 2:28. They snapped at 2:38, but Allen, in the meantime, going to tuck it and run. Carrying the ball like a loaf of bread, you got to hold on to that. You don't want to fumble. Gets a 1st down. Maybe a little bit of a late hit again. No penalty, though. And it's a 1st down, Buffalo. That's a 1st down. He can't be holding the ball like that, though. If he's gonna tuck it and run, he's got to hold on to it. Because one swat, it's loose, it's a fumble, and then you lose the game. 1st and 10, Bills. Yeah, if they score, good luck New England getting back in this and winning it. From the 14.5, handoff. And Devin Iron Mike Singletary for 2 yards. Unless New England calls a timeout, we're going to the 2-minute warning. Buffalo down by 4, knocking on the door. We got a whistle. And timeout Patriots. Timeout New England. They're going to try to stop this clock before the 2-minute warning. Try to get the ball back with time, and for the most part, probably no timeouts if they do score, which is probably a good decision. It's been a tale of 2 halves, to be honest with you. Tale of 3 quarters and change, but good game. Low scoring. This is as old school gets. It's run the football and play good defense and pass when you have to pass. And with the weather, with the wind, rely on your special teams. I mean, the difference with everything we've had happen is a missed field goal now by the Bills. And that was on their last drive. They have that. They score a touchdown here. Okay, you're up a touchdown. New England needs a touchdown to win it. But if you can work this clock some more, settle for a field goal again, you take the lead, hold on. But then a field goal or a touchdown would win it for the Patriots if they do something on offense. So, 2nd down. Got a little bit of delay after the timeout. 2:15 to play. Okay, they're getting the chain gang right. Make sure everything's right. Make sure you're set, but so from the 13, 2nd and 9 officially. Buffalo back shoulder far side, incomplete, send for Stephon Diggs. 3rd down. 2:11 to play. So unless they convert and get a 1st down on this, they'll have a 4th down with about 2 minutes to play and a decision to make. Whether to go for it or kick it. But as mentioned earlier, they'd probably have to go for it regardless of where they're at in the field. Even more so than not now, knocking on the door, touchdown, take the lead. Because even with 2 minutes to play, you give the ball back down a point, you really have to kick an onside kick because you only have one timeout. You're not going to be able to get the ball back because you can't stop their running game. Got a whistle. Going to have a delay of game, it looks like. False start. And third down, they'll replay third down, 3rd and 14 now, right? It's 3rd and 9. Yeah.
Communication going on up front. This is the execution. That's exactly
3rd and 14, okay.
You got to execute in big moments.
Yeah, and if they don't get it here, I think they'd probably go for it rather than kick it because they just missed a field goal on their last drive. Now they have that, they'd probably kick it again, but they're kicking into the wind. 3rd and 14, refs making sure everything's set again, but here, these next 2 plays might be your ball game. New England on top, 14-10. Allen out of the gun, looking to throw. You cannot take a sack. You cannot take a sack. You got to heave it. What are you doing? In the end zone, incomplete, intended for Dawson Knox. 4th down. 2 minutes to play. Buffalo's going to have a decision to make. And 4th and 14, this is going to be your ball game this next play because they're going to have to go for it. They cannot kick it. Now, they had the field goal on their last drive, factored with the weather and the wind into it. They missed it, kicking in the wind on the last drive. They have that. They kick it again, go up 2. And then you play defense. They kick game-winning field goal on you, okay, so be it. Score a touchdown, well, you give up that and you lose still. But that's what this game's coming down to, really. And on 4th and 14, he rolls out, almost takes a sack. And at least no turnover there for them. At least they'll have one more shot here. But 4th and 14, why don't you run something to the sticks? You have a 4th and short. Now you're going to have a harder time of getting a first down now because you got to get 14 and a half, 15 yards for first down. And don't be shocked if he's going to be right there and this game's going to be decided with a measurement. I can see that right now for some reason. I don't know why. And we're live TV, top of the hour, 3 hours in on Monday Night Football. But here's your ball game. 2 minutes to play. Buffalo's going to have a 4th and 14. They don't have one timeout. So they don't get it. Game's over because New England they'll snap time or 2. Buffalo call timeout, but they can run the clock out then at that point. Especially if they get a first down the way they've run the football. Hold on to win. They've held on to a 4-point lead twice now for quite a while tonight. So, been a good game, it has. As ugly as it's been, and, old school, new school wise, I said earlier, whether it was in this stream or earlier, of course, this part 2, I'm sure there's a lot of people out there not liking how this game's gone by me, but this is football. So you live with it. But yeah, we're coming down the wire, as thought. Low scoring, only a total of 24 points, so the under's going to hit. Unless we have a few touchdowns here to close out the game and a fantastic finish. But here's your ball game. When we come back, 2 minutes to play, 4th and 14, Buffalo, they're going to have to go for it. They can't kick it. They had the field goal from their last drive. You kick it here. But that's how much of a factor this weather has been with the wind. Wind to your back, you have the advantage. Kicking into it, going into it, you're done for. No. So, yeah, you got to go for it because you kick it, even with one timeout, you're not going to get the ball back unless you get an onside kick. That'd be the only other option. But you know how onside kicks are anymore. And now we've got an injured Patriot sitting down on the field. I guess he fell down during the break. So, yeah, Buffalo going to have to get a first down here. They got to get the 5-yard line for a 1st and goal to stay alive. If not, ball game. New England can really, Buffalo with one timeout, they can still run the clock out, though, and win. Game's over. They'll meet the day after Christmas. But as mentioned earlier, I said I'd feel safe saying whoever wins this now, regardless of how it finishes, whoever wins this, and then even if they split, but there's still a lot of football to be played, no doubt about it. Now, if they sweep, for sure, division winner. But whoever wins this, I still feel will probably win the division. And then loser as a wild card, maybe in the outside looking in the playoff picture. But we'll see. Take another damn break because of an injury here at the 2-minute warning. So, 2-minute warning, they take a break, come back. There's an injury during the timeout with no play being run. And now we're going to take another break with still no play being run. And Buffalo is going to have a 4th and 14 with 2 minutes to play. So, that's where we're at right now. Check in on the main event for WWE Monday Night Raw via social media because I'm unable to watch it tonight because of technical difficulty. And Becky Lynch retains, as thought, her Raw Women's Championship over Liv Morgan. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of people unhappy about that, but it is what it is. So, 2 minutes to play Monday Night Football. And once again, thank you for tuning in and listening. As always, I'm your host, Encyclopedia Sports, Cool Hand Luke 96. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe on social media. Links in the description below. Thumbs up button. Share. Chat questions, comments, super chat, super stickers. Always greatly appreciated as well. And here's your ball game, folks. 4th and 14 for Buffalo. They get it. Okay, 1st and goal. We stay alive. We roll on. Score a touchdown. Even better for them. For the most part, probably hold on to win then because New England needed a field goal to tie it. Touchdown to win it. 4th and 14 from the 18-yard line. Josh Allen looking to throw down the middle, and it's incomplete. Who the hell are you throwing to on that? Incomplete. Turnover on downs, and the Patriots are going to win it on Monday Night Football at the Buffalo Bills, 14-10. Run the damn ball and defense. Run your special teams as well. Nick Folk with 2 field goals, and then they also converted on a 2-point attempt earlier in the game. And they win by 4. Will win by 4, 14-10. Buffalo still has 1 timeout to stop it, but New England can run the clock out. Great game. Great game. Down to the wire, low scoring. Weather, of course, playing a factor with the wind. Because if they have the field goal on their last drive that they miss, they kick a field goal there rather than go for it on 4th and 10. I have no idea who the hell he was thrown to, though. It looks like Cole Beasley down the middle of the field, if I'm not mistaken. But he dropped back like he just decided to run and then just heaved it, and there's nobody there to begin with. Like, what the hell? Like, Josh Allen, as Buffalo is now going to fall to 7-5, New England to 9-4, leading the AFC, so they'll meet the day after Christmas. But Patriots are still going to be the number 1 seed overall in the AFC after tonight as well. You can't be making decisions like this and expecting when the game's on the line to find a way to win it then. And New England's going to beat the Buffalo Bills on the road from upstate Western New York and Orchard Park tonight on Monday Night Football. Buffalo with the timeout after 2-yard gain, 2nd and 8. Why not take a knee? I mean, you run it, okay, which you've run it, but turnovers, you don't want to cough it up. Because you don't want to turn the ball over right now, no doubt about it. And Mac Jones, he's going to finish tonight. 2 for 3 for 19 yards passing. But they have 230 yards rushing. And they're going to win, so that's all that matters. And this 2 for 3 is going to go down all time. At least, actually, it'll be tied for first for fewest completions and attempts thrown in a game, whether they've won or not. 3rd and 7 with 1:20 to play. And now we got a whistle. Reset the play clock. They'd wind it under a minute if so. What are you doing, says Belichick to the refs. Now it's starting to snow as well. It's waited till the 4th quarter to start snowing, as it was earlier pregame. But if they get a first down here, game's over. If not, they're going to have to punt, and Buffalo's going to get the ball back. But New England, bearing any unforeseen comeback by the Bills, they're going to hold on to win this.
get this first down, Jake Bailey, excuse me.
Yeah, just get a first down. Should have just took a few knees, to be honest with you. 1:23 on the clock, so they add 4 seconds. Reset the play clock as well, so they can wind this under a minute. First down, game's over. I guess there's an injured Bill, and they have no timeouts. Well, shouldn't there be a 10-second runoff on that? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, New England doesn't have to snap this until under a minute to play. About 45 seconds or so. Okay, a minute to play. There's about a 17-second differential. Okay, yeah. Snap it with 1 or 2, yeah. 44, 45 seconds. Hell, you don't even need to get first down, really, if you can just wind it under 40 seconds, or they're going to call a timeout. Why not? Call a timeout, 44, smart. You don't even need to get a first down, because Buffalo doesn't have a timeout now. You don't even need a first down. Just run around, take a knee, get under 40 seconds, and then run the game clock and play clock and make sure the game clock's under the play clock, so you're not going to have to snap it on fourth down. And then the clock's going to run out and game's over. Just smart football. Basics. So 3rd down and 7 after the Patriot timeout. 44 seconds to play. They're at 14-10. They're going to take a knee, it looks like. You could just run around, but take a knee, but don't hit the ground until there's under 40 seconds to play. If you can wait 5 seconds before you take a knee, or if you run around, make sure the game clock's under the play clock, and then the clock's just going to roll because they cannot stop it. 4th down, you don't even have to punt. Game's over. So 3rd and 7, here comes the snap. And then he falls down, and there's going to be they hit it right on the head, but missed it, actually. There's a 1 second differential. The play clock's going to expire. They just take a delay of game, call another timeout. Hell, they can punt if they want to, but they'll just run around and then fall down with 1 second. Game's still going to be over. Yeah, I wouldn't even punt because you don't want to punt block. Just snap it and fall down once 1 second runs out. Do not snap it. Do not punt, I should say, but snap it. You're going to have to. Hell, you take a delay of game rather than call your timeout. Clock runs out anyway. The clock just run out, so they don't need a timeout. They'll call timeout. They'll add 1 second. Okay. Yeah, they hit it, and then the play clock started running before the game clock did. There was a 1 second differential. He had to fall down, though, because they're going to tackle him. That's why I said you wait, you just, 5 seconds. You waited 4. Yeah, run the football. Run the down ball. See, it works. As mentioned, it works. I know it does. You run the ball, you play good defense, you win. Under special teams, and here's your final kneel down. Clock runs out. That's your ball game. The Patriots winning on Monday Night Football against Buffalo Bills. 14-10. They take over first place in the AFC East and the number 1 overall seed in the AFC. They'll meet in 2 weeks' time, the day after Christmas, on the 26th. Hopefully everyone has a Merry Christmas. Don't tune back in from now until then. Post-game handshake with Belichick and Sean McDermott. But New England's still undefeated on the road at 7-0. They're now 9-4. They got a 2-game lead over the Bills. New England going to be off next week. They'll head to Indy a week before Christmas on a Saturday night. There'll be 2 Saturday games that day, the 18th. Raiders and Browns. Patriots, Colts. Buffalo going to Tampa next Sunday. We'll see if I get that game in my area. If so, live watch along reactions live here on YouTube. next live reaction stream will be this Thursday for Thursday Night Football. Steelers, Vikings. Keep an eye out for my college football bowl game, bowl season preview as well. As mentioned, if I record tomorrow, that'll be uploaded Wednesday. If I record Friday, it'll be up Saturday. Did not record today. Will not record Thursday either, of course, because of the streams. But that's the schedule, give or take. But Monday Night Raw in the books. Decent show from what I saw on social media. Technical difficulty with not being able to watch it once again tonight. And then technical difficulty with the stream. Of course, this now being part 2. But we continue on. And the Patriots win on the road. Wind was a factor, of course. The difference really was going for 2 and having the 2 field goals. And the one, of course, canceled themselves out with Buffalo also having a field goal. Both teams capitalized off of the turnovers apiece as they were split. So, 14-10. The Patriots win it at the Buffalo Bills here tonight on Monday Night Football. Josh Allen in the loss, 15-30 for 145 yards passing and a touchdown. Once again, when your starting quarterback leads your team in rushing, you got a problem. He had 6 carries for 39 yards rushing. Devin Singletary, 10 for 36. And then Zach Moss, 8 carries, 21 yards rushing. Buffalo got beat single-handedly by New England's running game tonight. As a team, the Patriots, 46 carries, 222 yards rushing. Mac Jones only threw the ball 3 times. He was 2 for 3 for 19 yards passing. He was 1 for 1 until 6 minutes to go in the game, with the lone pass being thrown late first quarter. So Jones, 2 for 3 for 19 yards passing. Jonnu Smith, 1 catch, 12 yards, and Brandon Bolden on a screen out of the backfield, 1 catch, 7 yards. But Damian Harris led the way, 10 carries, 111 yards rushing, and a touchdown. Stevenson had 24 carries, 78 yards rushing. And then Brandon Bolden, 4 carries, 28 yards rushing. Receiving, not much for New England. As mentioned, Jonnu Smith, 1 for 12, Brandon Bolden, 1 for 7, because Mac Jones only threw it 3 times. He was 2 for 3 for 19 yards passing. Whereas Josh Allen was 15-30, as mentioned, 145 yards passing and a touchdown. Stephon Diggs, he ended up with 4 catches, 51 yards. They didn't go to him enough, I thought. They tried too early, wasn't there. He didn't have his first catch until the second half. But he finished 4 catches, 51 yards receiving. Gabe Davis, 2 for 30 and a touchdown. Moss, 2 for 12. Knox, 2 for 14. Beasley had a catch for 11 yards. And Emmanuel Sanders, 3 for 22. But really, in the end, with the touchdowns canceling each other out and the field goal, the one field goal canceling itself out, the difference was a Patriot field goal and going for it on a 2-point. But really, just the field goal in a 4-point win, even though field goal is only worth 3. But you do the math, it's complicated, it's hard to explain. But if you watch the game, you know how everything went. Or if you listen, thank you. And really, you can't be trading field goals for touchdowns, but, I mean, neither team really did, but still in the end, it wasn't enough for the Bills. They couldn't get the job done because they have no running game, and they still don't. It's December. How the hell do you not have a running game compared to New England when they just ran all over you and you couldn't stop them? I mean, you did, but you didn't win in the end. So, a good game, I thought. I know a lot of people probably won't say that. I mean, Buffalo did end as a team. Some final stats. A total of 99 yards rushing. But that's over 3 running backs. 3 runners for the Patriots had 222 yards rushing. So, New England did what they know best, and that's run the football and play good defense. And they won. And credit to them, and they've now won 7 in a row, and they're undefeated at 7-0 also on the road. And they'll have their final road game in about a week and a half from now. They're off next week. They'll head to Indy on a Saturday night, week before Christmas. Buffalo to Tampa next Sunday afternoon as well. But, yeah, win's a win, a team win. And, yeah, New England's in first place in the East and number one overall in the AFC right now as well, with another 5 weeks to play. Week 14 begins on Thursday night. I'll have live watch-along reactions then for Steelers-Vikings. Hopefully you'll tune in. But game was won up front in the trenches, as thought. Got to be able to block to run. Mac Jones only had to throw it 3 times. You know, if Buffalo came back and won, and then New England, of course, can't throw, well, then that's why they lost, because they couldn't throw. But he didn't need to throw because they were running the ball so well. You got to give credit where credit's due, and New England got out to an 8-point lead. Buffalo, they kept cutting, but they couldn't take over. It was 8-7, 11-7, 11-10, and then 14-10. The Patriots had 2 4-point leads tonight in this game for a good amount of time. Don't know the exact time, but a decent amount that in the end they held on to win, and a win's a win, and I'll leave it at that. Okay? What Buffalo needs to do, still being sort of inconsistent all over the place, up and down as a roller coaster, they need to find a running game if they're going to want to win the playoffs. Because if not, they're going to get bounced. Look at Pittsburgh last year, this time, a year ago. They were 11-0, and this very Monday night, a year ago tomorrow on Pearl Harbor, as we remember what happened on that December 7th, 1941, a date that will live in infamy. Pittsburgh was 11-0, and they lost 5 of 6, and lost in the first round of the playoffs to the Browns because of no running game all last year. Somehow they got to 11-0 record, but then no running game late absolutely killed them. Now they sit at 6-5-1 with really still no running game, better than what it's been, but not by much. But Buffalo, if they don't find a running game here, the final month of the regular season and in the playoffs, you got to be playing your best football in November, December. And the Patriots are there on a 7-game winning streak right now. They're 9-4 after a 2-4 start. And as mentioned earlier, that 6 in a row could have been 9 in a row with another one in between. And they only, the losses were in overtime to Dallas and to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Both at home by 6-2 in Brady's return. Their largest defeat was by 15 at home to the Saints earlier this year. And they almost beat the Dolphins week 1, lost by a point. And there's, of course, been a few other games as well, but don't be shocked. Now, Mac Jones is definitely in the playoffs going to have to start throwing the ball. They're not going to be able to win games like this all the time. It was enough for them to win tonight, but, you know, and I get history repeats itself, and I want to be shocked if they do win games like this in the playoffs. But he's going to have to start throwing it more, and Buffalo's going to find a running game as well. But don't be shocked. I'm telling you this now, and I probably should have been saying the past 7 games for them. But they're damn good right now. They're back to being who the Patriots were when Brady was playing quarterback for them the past 2 decades. That the Patriots make a run in the playoffs, and then they're sitting in L.A. come February for the Super Bowl. I want to be shocked. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but I want to be shocked. Because you got to give credit where credit's due, and they're playing damn good team football. Offense, defense, relying on special teams. You know, trick play with a 2-point. It's a simple toss. It wasn't a trick play, but it was a 2-point because they didn't want to kick into the wind. And they never did, other than punt. And we saw how that went. The Bills kicked in the wind. They missed a field goal. That was a 33-yard field goal attempt, an extra point. They had 2 field goals win from behind them, and they make them, plus 2-point, and they win by 4, 14-10. So the game was won up front, and the Patriots deserved to win. Bills find a way to come back and win it. Okay, probably deserved to win it then as well, but more so than not, the Patriots would have just blown it because they couldn't throw the ball then at that point. That would have been the story there. But the running game. And I said it earlier. Whoever has a better running game and doesn't turn the ball over, they both turned it over once, and they resulted in touchdowns for both because they capitalized on both. But New England was able to run the ball more efficiently, effectively well than the Buffalo Bills tonight on Monday Night Football. And that's why they won. So your final score, New England 14, Buffalo 10. The Pats now 9-4, Bills 7-5. Patriots off next week on a bye. They'll play at Indy a week before Christmas on a Saturday night. Bills at the Bucks next Sunday. So thank you for tuning in and listening. Be sure, as always, to like, follow, and subscribe on social media. Links in the description below. Hope everybody on Thursday for more live watch along reactions live right here on YouTube in the NFL, Pittsburgh Steelers and Minnesota Vikings. And be sure to keep an eye out for my college bowl game, bowl season preview on the channel sometime this week. As mentioned, if I record tomorrow, it'll be up Wednesday. If I record Friday, it'll be up Saturday, of course. Not recording today or on Thursday with live streams. But just keep an eye out for that video. And then all you have to do is subscribe. Easiest way to stay up to date is, in fact, on social media. So like, follow, and subscribe. Links in the description below. Red subscribe button. Nothing hard to miss. Notification bell next to it as well. So, hope to see everybody on Thursday for more live watch along reactions, NFL, Steelers, Vikings. But tonight on Monday Night Football, the Patriots beat the Bills by a final score of 14-10.